Hi and welcome to ASEAN Champion podcast, the first podcast in Southeast Asia that talks about inspiring people with great causes. In this episode, our champion is Dipna Lim Prasad, a former Singaporean hurdler who brought her triumphs including 4 SEA Games medals, 3 silver and 1 bronze, and claimed national records in the women's 400 meters and many more. Her retirement doesn't mean she's hanging up her spikes for good. She is still on a track with In My Shoes, a social enterprise which redistributes sports shoes to underprivileged kids and youth at risk. Sports have given her so much, and she hopes that she can share her love for sports, especially running, to young individuals who can then be inspired and empowered through sport. She believes that every kid deserves to be able to reach their goals comfortably. So here we go. Listen to how we can create a community of opportunities for all, one story at a time.
It was very ignorant of me to assume that everyone could afford a pair of shoes. It was frustrating to know that it is a common problem. I see that sport is supposed to be for everyone. All athletes should have proper footwear so that they can train properly, exercise well, and minimize injuries. It all started from there. I noticed this problem and asked myself, can I fix it? That was my starting line, the beginning of In My Shoes. I am inspired by the youth who, despite their limitations, still dare to dream big, running with a passion to attain their dreams. By my juniors, my mom, and my husband. They also never stopped cheering me up every time I donated my time for the cause that I believe in, helping youth achieve their dream just like how I achieved mine back then. I'm even inspired by watching my son who always gets up after a fall. I am inspired by the determination and the willpower, and that is just what keeps me going, building In My Shoes, expanding its wings to reach more youth, the underprivileged, and the ones at risk. One pair of shoes at a time. I am no longer on the track, running as a Singapore hurdler. But that doesn't mean I am hanging up my spikes after 17 wonderful years that brought me triumphs. Upon retiring, I coached some youth, and to my surprise, they didn't have proper footwear. They'd wear regular school shoes, and when I asked them, they simply didn't have the luxury to have proper sports shoes. I couldn't stand still, especially when I found out it was a common problem. Again, sport is for everyone, and the shoes should lead those who dream to a good place. I couldn't let it go when shoes turned out to be the ones who hold these young athletes back. I remember the first time I started collecting donations of pre-loved shoes. We saw a mountain of 700 shoes. I was in awe. Yet at the same time, I wonder how I should clean all these shoes. In the midst of exhaustion after work and training, there's one thing that kept pushing me to clean those shoes. I knew from the start that this is good, and these shoes are going to the people who need them. These pre-loved shoes were donated by athletes, so they carry inspirational stories of their own too. The exhaustion from cleaning those shoes was paid off. I was so happy after seeing the faces of these young athletes with all the new hope and spirit that now they can run with these shoes that once accompanied great people accomplish their dreams. I could see the doors of opportunities that were once shut down. They are now wide open for them. I remember this one girl who never even imagined going past Malaysia. I told her that she got the same shoes that I used in London, Turkey, and many other parts of the world. And then she started to believe again that her dream is not really far-fetched. And when I told her that I won a gold medal in this pair of shoes, her face lit up and changed, and she began to wonder, where can those shoes take her? There are many stories like that, and one of my all-time favorite stories is of this 17-year-old boy. He's a recipient of one of our shoes, and was selected to be part of the Michael Johnson Camp, a sports leadership camp in Dallas, and he was the only one from Southeast Asia to get chosen to go. Stories like that are very comforting, knowing that these athletes' lives have changed for the better. Sports have given me so much. Hence, I hope that I can continue to share my love for sports, especially running, to young individuals who can then be inspired and empowered through the sport. I really never thought that In My Shoes could be this big. Up until now, I am still surprised, but this is just a proven example that all dreams are possible. I still have hope though, as siblings of the same region come together, speak to each other, and combine forces to bring empowering changes to as many youth as possible. We can improve their life and help them achieve their dreams. Imagine the thousands of youth that their lives would be changed if we are all united as a region. Going forward, In My Shoes dreams not to only donate shoes, but to give scholarships, mentorships, and reach as many youth as possible in the ASEAN region. The wider the region, the bigger the opportunity for those youth to be empowered.
So folks, I hope you are really in my shoes right now. Hope you're really inspired by its mission to empower the youth, helping to set the track for them to pursue their dreams no matter what their background. Your one small step matters. So let's open this door of opportunities as one community.